Welcome back, man. Live from the lab.
Yeah.
Episode 14, man. We got a special guest in the building.
Special guest in the building. Yeah. Who we got, Tonio?
We have
Man, you
Jamla recording artist.
There it is.
Heather Victoria.
There it is. Man. Big time.
Hello.
Let's get a clap from the room. Hey, we in here. What's up?
What's good?
How you doing?
I'm good.
Everything been smooth?
Good. Everything been great.
Good week?
Yeah, it's been a good week.
All right. So
got a new single out.
I was about to say, we saw you got new record popping, record rolling.
Yeah.
What's the name of the record?
Name of the record is Toxic.
Oh,
Okay.
Straight like that.
But hold on though. You was before we, started it off, you was about to give me some history on Jamla. So let me know something.
Shout out to Ninth Wonder.
Okay. Ninth, what's
the
up,
big
Ninth?
homie, the GOAT, Ninth Wonder, founded Jamla Records back in 2010. And a little history on Jamla.
Mm-hmm.
So, for the black folks, for the culture.
Break it down.
Back in the day, Motown wasn't just Motown. It was Motown and Tamla Records.
Okay.
So, it was like they had artists on Motown. They had artists on Tamla. So if you think about Marvin Gaye and Tammy Farrell, know.
One of them ones right there. Yeah.
It's plenty of other artists we could discuss, but that's where Jamla Records was inspired from.
Okay.
And the foundation is soul music. And we also have a production team called the Soul Council.
Oh, that's the name right
and
there.
It's about
like
6 or 7 guys. So we have an in-house production team. And shout out to Motown and Tamla Records. Going back 50, 60 years, we still here.
Mm-hmm.
The soul is still the foundation.
That's dope.
And that's what Jamla Records is.
That is.
Absolutely,
Real music.
Give it up
right
for
there.
Jamla Records.
Jamla Records.
For sure. That's black history right there.
There we
Black
go.
history, a little black history.
You know what I mean? So let's get into this song, though. You said it's called Toxic. This is Heather Victoria, man.
Yes.
Y'all tune in for sure.
Let's go. Yeah, big vibes right there. Let's go.
We go through hell like Matt Murdock. I feel like I could dare the devil and grab him a beer, right? We make love and still fight. I hate you, then I come in the room and cuddle, baby. Hey, baby. My girlfriend's like, you've lost your mind. Girl, you go. Why do you continue to be victim of the shit that he's doing? They only know the half cause I contribute to belligerent too most times. Ooh, not sorry, so sorry. We live for makeup, sex, we break up, call me crazy.
Drummer was going crazy in that.
Maybe I'm toxic. Poisoned by love, never giving a fuck. Ooh, yeah, not one fuck, no. Taste my elixir, you're under my control, yeah. Loving all on me means more than loving me. You have to cater to the inner thug in me. That shit that make you go crazy, yeah.
Yeah, good people, good vibes, good energy, live from the lab. That was Heather Victoria with Toxic, man. Okay, that was smooth right there.
Thank you.
She said, maybe I'm toxic.
Yeah.
Maybe.
toxic?
Are you?
I've been there.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to LaFell who produced the record, though, for sure.
Oh, LaFell did his thing
Soul
with that
Lab
one.
Studios, Greensboro.
Yeah. Oh, out the borough? So all North Carolina.
No, that's where LaFell is.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. That's dope. That's
we
dope.
everywhere.
Yeah.
All right. So speaking on toxic, Taz, what you got?
Man, so we gotta talk about something toxic real quick, man. There's some toxic things going on out in these streets. Man, your boy Dwight Howard acting a little flagrant out here, man. Like, it's wild out here,
Donkey
bro.
of the day.
Boy, it sure is, man. Like, okay. Apparently your boy Dwight was on Instagram late night, right? Late night surfing, cruising, scrolled up on, something that's a little different than what we might expect him to be DMing on Instagram. That makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know how to put it. If you pick up what I'm putting down, So in the process of sending the DMs, he was booking an appointment. Basically, he basically was like, "Yo, I'm at the crib. You trying to come through?"
You on the Zion.
And the crazy part about it, though, like my man decided in the process to set up a threesome in the DM as well as setting it up with some random person that he met on Instagram. In the Instagram DM, like just out there in the open, you know. I mean, brothers, like at what point do we not realize that screenshots exist? Like, there's no way that you're gonna be a high profile person and get away with some flagrant shit out here in these streets, man. It's just not happening. Like, what?
Hold on. So run that back for me one time.
Bro, I
right?
can't. I really can't.
You tried to set up a threesome with somebody off the street.
Yeah, basically he was like, and he had, I guess, his kids at the crib, so he was like, yeah, wait till my kid go to sleep, but then the other person can't be here till 4, so like, what time can you get here? Like, just like doing too much, like literally doing too much, like no need for. I mean, man, look, if you're gonna do your things in the shadows, do your things in the shadows, but man, like, come on, man, like, it's not wilding. It's wilding. And you got, like, my thing is with the internet these days, right? I think about the kids, like, on both sides of the equation, right? On the women's side when they out here acting crazy, and on the men's side when they out here acting crazy, man. At some point, like, your kids almost are going to have to answer for the flagrancy that you out here portraying on the internet, bro. Like, we all done being kids, and, like, you know how kids are in school. Y'all, you know exactly how they are. And, like, one day, somebody gonna come to your kid with their phone and be like, yo, is this your dad?
Yeah. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Just
but look, I don't.
Goofy of the day, man. That's mad toxic.
That's what I was about to lead into, man. Dwight Howard, he gets the goofy of the day, man, for sure.
Man. For sure.
You know, if he chooses to be toxic, that's on him. Okay. Everybody had their moments. I feel like, you know, it's a moment in the media. It's a moment for the blogs to get off. But at the end of the day, he living his truth. He doing what he want to do. And celebrities are real human beings. And
that is true.
Yeah.
We got to let them rock.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, Heather, right? You got the new single, Toxic.
Yes.
How you feel about, or do you know about this Lil Meech situation that's going on? Right?
I got something to say about it.
Oh, what you got? Let me hear something.
Now, Lil Meechy, baby. Lil Redbone.
Goddamn
Lil Redbone.
Now, as soon as I seen his ass do that video with, you know, the selfie video, as soon as he did this right here. That shit made me have a flashback to 2 different niggas in my life where I confronted them about some fuck shit they did. And it's the same look every time. All y'all niggas, every time y'all get caught up, y'all do this.
Free game, guys. We got to change the face.
That man,
we got to make a different face. I'm gonna make a different face.
That man said,
I'm gonna make a different one. I forgot a different face to make.
When that man said, I can't help my cousin take the groceries in the crib.
His defense.
It's always the sister or the cousin. Like, why do y'all niggas just not tell the truth? You caught already.
I seen them at the grocery store though.
But you caught. But how you bringing groceries in the crib? You ain't got no bags. Like, what was the bag?
So look, let me ask you this though.
She ain't seen the video before. The video before I had endless groceries.
Nah, you
That's not the whole video.
His whole arm to the top should have been covered with groceries. If that was the case.
Video before.
So let me ask you this, Heather.
But shout out to Summer. I know she is just.
Nah, shout out to all my homies that got caught up on the Ring camera.
She's gonna be beautiful.
Them Ring cameras is crazy. The Ring cameras changed the game.
Nah, the neighbor who posted that, she probably ain't even sell the footage. She probably just gave it up.
Nah,
a goofy
for the
ain't
fame.
No telling.
Like,
ain't
come
no
on
telling.
now, like clout chasing.
She could have hit Meech like, yo.
Talking about Summer, why she had to bring Jada Wade into the situation now?
Oh, what
happened?
How she bring her in?
So, do you know what Summer posted about? She posted something about Jada Wade. I'm tired of being Jada Wade out here. I can't do it no more.
Oh, that's flagrant, man. Why are you making it hot in the streets for everybody? See, that's what happens. Like when women get upset, man. I'm gonna tell you. the AK come out. It's a full blown spray. Everybody's
honestly,
getting it.
I don't think she meant no harm. I think she just, sometimes. No, seriously. From a woman's perspective, like, I just feel like when you going through some shocking shit and you catch your nigga, like, you likely to say some shit that might be harmful or just off the whim, that you might not think all the way through. Yeah. I don't think she meant no harm, though. At the end of the day, I just feel like, Summer is a young woman who's growing. She going through a lot, and she trying to figure a lot of things out. And I respect her, just venting, being a human being.
Yeah.
And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows? She might apologize behind the scene. She probably ain't mean. The blogs blow shit up all the time.
Oh, that's true.
So,
that's true. That's what they there for.
When you in shock, think about it from a woman's perspective. I've been there. When you catch your nigga. And he,
how you say it?
Yo nigga.
When you catch your
nigga. Like, straight up. And I seen her post something about how he done introduced her to the whole family and, how he pay bills and he doing all the things that a real nigga supposed to do. And he's still cheating because he's a cheater, clearly.
Sometimes that's in the list of things
it just catch you off guard. You know what I'm saying?
So if you was Jada Waiter, would you have been offended by her saying that?
I don't know if I would have been offended. I probably just would have been like, you ain't really have to say my name, baby girl. Like, I don't think I would have been offended, but
she shouldn't have named.
But at the same time, Jada is very popular, and like she's like doing her big one right now for the culture as far as what she do, not just being Lil Baby's baby mama.
Nah, she got business savvy too. You gotta respect that.
She a business woman. You know what I'm saying? That. So at the end of the day, I get it. You feel some type of way.
God, Mike, Anonymous Mike, what's up?
Anonymous Mike. Can we keep in mind that the boy is 23?
Yes.
Well, that was my next.
Okay. That part.
That's where I was gonna go.
I didn't know he was 23.
He's 23 and he's Big Meech's son.
When we
and he's rich as fuck and he's a Redbone. Like, come on, now. Like everybody know.
Damn.
The Red boys, they really don't know how to act. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, so look. Hey, Heather, I got a question for you though, right?
Sure.
So, because you touched on men telling the truth, right, and just being truthful.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like women can really handle the truth? And what I mean by that is, all right, so say you dealing with a man and you have assumptions that he's cheating.
Okay.
If you ask him and he comes back to you being honest, straight up, just like, yeah, I fucked her and her.
Yeah.
Do you feel like women can handle that?
I ain't gonna say all women can handle that, but a solid bitch can. Okay. And at the end of the day, like, solid woman, I should say. But just real talk. Like, at the end of the day, if you lying about some shit, you gonna get caught anyway. And the shit gonna come out anyway. So you might as well just tell us. And half the time, we already know. So it's like, whole time you lying, I'm losing respect for you.
Okay.
And that's what we look for most in a man, as a companion, as a protector, as somebody we feel safe with, as somebody I can go to my daddy and say, if you was to pass away, this nigga got me. We need to know you going to be solid about the shit. So it's like, at the end of the day, if you are a cheating ass nigga and you ain't got it out your system, I'd rather you just be real with me and we work through that versus you just lying to me and like making me feel like you ain't got no respect for me.
What would you say to the guys that might say that maybe the lie is because of the love?
I feel like
maybe because at the end of the day, like if we look at it in a certain way, right? To the person that you coming home to, that you care about the most, that you want to build the most amazing world around. And I'm not saying that it's necessarily the right way to do it, but just from a perspective of somebody that might look at it in terms of, what if you just want to build that perfect life for somebody where they don't have to worry about all the extra bullshit that's going on out there that technically might not really matter in the bigger scheme of our relationship? Because what it came down to, what you were saying was, I need somebody that's going to hold me down for the duration of time, right?
First of all, that was a real poetic way to say you a cheating ass nigga. just say that.
asking for a friend. Like,
No.
I'm asking for a friend. I wanted to know, like, what you might have to say to somebody that
The foundation of all of that is it's too many men getting in committed relationships who not ready to be committed. And y'all jumping in these relationships with women that you have as like, when you could just weigh your options out and find a woman you actually want to be faithful to.
Yeah.
Because
that's true.
all these diseases and shit out here, like, it's actually honorable as a man, in my opinion, to be faithful and to find somebody you really want to be loyal to.
I mean, I think it's a timing thing. It's
and
a
you
timing
can
thing.
y'all be having the choice to be single in the mud, like.
But it's not only men though. Women doing the same thing.
I ain't gonna sit here and act like women ain't doing it too.
Come on now.
Here we go. Here it is.
What Coil Ray say? Girls is players too.
Hey,
Girls is players too.
Come on now.
I can't front on that.
It's a whole new world out here in these streets, man.
Just saying.
I feel sorry for the young boys.
Why do men and women sometimes settle for somebody that they like or really, really want to be involved with 75% to the point where you still looking for that other 25 versus just taking your time, not putting all your eggs in one basket, and find the person you actually want to give 100 to and be faithful to.
That's a good question, right? Because I hate the word settle. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that word has been like over distributed in our generation, misused
for sure.
in our generation. I feel like settling. A lot of people are not settling, but the way it's portrayed in today's society, it stirs people away from growing and developing with a person because they feel like, all right, I have 10 check marks that I need you to check, right? You hitting 7 of them, but I'm not settling because you not hitting all 10. But guess what? A lot of people don't understand that, all right, you hitting 7, I can build you up to hit the other 3 eventually. Or at some point, guess what? I have to understand that maybe I don't need those other 3. Maybe I love the 7 that you're giving me.
Because everybody else out there might be a 2 out of 10.
But that makes sense only if you don't go out looking for that other 3. Y'all the ones be talking about the 7 is fine, but then y'all be outside fucking with the 3.
I think sometimes.
So which one is it?
I think sometimes women might look at that as searching for something when it's not searching. Niggas just be on bullshit. Like it's you're not searching for the 3 out there when you're looking. You're not you're genuinely not searching for the 3. You're out there. I mean, when niggas is young,
having fun.
I mean, the fun word is crazy. Yeah,
females be searching too in their own ways.
Well, I think a female's natural instinct, and that's why females might look at it that way, is to actually search for something that's missing. Yeah. Whereas a guy, if you look at it in the sense of we're predisposed to be hunters, right? So as a hunter, if I have food already in my cave, I might have the best food. I got a buffalo, big buffalo. But the next day, I might want to go just grab an antelope just because, like, that's me as a hunter. I see excess. I have a life that looks at excess. But at the same time, as you grow older, that's why I think it's important for guys to wait before they get into those committed, tied down relationships. As you get older, you get smarter in the fact that it might not be the best thing for the basis of a family that you're trying to build or the basis of a situation that you're trying to build when you're really trying to settle down and get to the, the real manhood part in life. But, I mean, if you pull on the trigger too early and you're getting settled down before you're really ready to, because I don't think people realize how big a responsibility a family is. Like that.
Especially as a man.
That's the biggest responsibility as a man. I think, and I'm not saying that women downplay that, but literally the fact is when you really lock in as like, I'm the family man, these are my people, this is my tribe, like from here to the end of time, this is going to be a thankless job that I'm going to have to hold down for the duration. Like there's no end to, like, I don't care how old your kids is. I don't care. My dad don't care how old I am. I'm good. forever. And that's a responsibility that he took on. And it's the same thing that he look at my mom. And it's the same thing that, I look at my kid and I look at my wife, like in terms of this is a responsibility that I'm gonna hold down for the duration of time. Like we got 60 years of this where nobody looks at the woman funny or the kids funny if the family structure messes up. Like it's only gonna be on that man to hold that down. Yep. So, before you ready to take that step, make sure you're ready. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
that's
a message right there.
You know what I'm saying?
That's from real.
Get to
talk right there.
All right, so we're gonna take a break 1, 2 on that big message.
Okay.
Right
Shout out
back.
to the family guys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, for sure. All right, man. Welcome back to Live from the Lab, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? You know how we started off every week the same way, man. Hey, look, I was talking shit about Thug album. But this song that grew on me right here.
Oh, you ran it back? So, you ran it back? You found a vibe on there?
Yeah,
I told you.
I
told you.
DJ Double R, let's go. What is it? I see what you did. You kept it in like the soul feel. Yeah, okay. Metro!
Hey, you went flying Billy Spur. Hey, you went driving around the world. Hey, you went brown like a squirrel. Hey, you went Chanel pearls. Hey, you went Rolls Royce car. Hey, you went Rolls Royce truck. Oh, you want to walk with all my hoes. Oh, you want to line it all up.
Okay.
Hey, I'm going to play it how it is. Hey, I've been playing for some years. Hey, you trying to steal all the spill. Hey, I'm in the field on the pill.
Hate them trying to steal all the spill, boy.
Hey, you not real.
Trying to steal the spill, man.
Steal Uncle Phil.
Make sure you tipping my bartender.
Let's go.
Top off. Oh, you went Flintstones. Oh, you took a little roller off. Oh, you went Big Stones.
We in the club with it, man. Let's go. What's up right
now? Oh, you went ringtones. Oh, you went train on that bitch. Oh, you went ding dong. Oh, you went kingpin. Oh, you went wings in. Oh, you went hands on. Oh, you went seen it. Oh, you went demon. Shoot out the demon. Man. Oh, you went king.
You already know how it goes.
Now
Off the line, baby. Let's go.
Hey, you went flying Billy Spur. Hey, you went driving around the world. Hey, you went brown like a squirrel.
Yeah, man. Okay, DJ Double R. That's how you bring it into the second half right there. Man, what's popping, bro? I know the fight just went down. Y'all watched the fight? Anybody watch the fight that just popped off?
Yeah, I watched that man get beat up.
I fell asleep.
the fuck up.
You ain't missed too much. You ain't missed too much, man.
I watched that man get beat up.
That was crazy, man.
I ain't gonna lie. That shit was wild.
Whoa. Was anybody expecting it to be that crazy?
No.
It ain't even look fair.
It didn't. It was like it was like an older brother just beating the shit out the younger brother.
I mean, he was just playing target practice with my man Head.
Hush.
I
told you not to talk to mommy like that. Like,
yo, like I'm mind you, I didn't follow boxing like that, right? So this was my first time ever seeing either one of them box.
That's a hell of an introduction there.
No way Errol Spence had all these belts. What is going on? Because he got punished.
How did that happen though? Like genuinely,
it was a uppercut that he kept catching.
He wasn't expecting the uppercut. He didn't practice on the uppercut.
Coming, and it kept coming, and it kept coming. You hear me? Like,
I think at every point in a man's life, he gets into a situation where he really gets tested, and you really see, if you one of them ones, man. It's a different level of talent. I take it back to when I played basketball, man. Like, when you get to that level of you get to that AAU tournament when you realize like, oh, maybe I'm not going pro. Like, oh, okay. I play ball, like I'm nice back at the crib, but there's some cats out here that's that's LeBron. Okay. That's a little different there. I think he ran into LeBron.
Nah, for sure.
Nah, he ran into that uppercut. That's what he ran into.
Several times.
Or did he just have an off night? I mean, I don't really know.
They're off nights, and then it's like you just don't have it. It's one of those things where
that look worse than an off night.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You can't go into a boxing ring on an off night. Like,
that's a bad off night, boy.
That's facts.
Because we're going to war.
You going to war? It's no off nights when you're in the boxing ring. Like,
yeah. All right, so speaking of boxing, Heather, this one you can chime in on right here, right? So Clarissa Shields, she's a female boxer. She has all the belts in her weight class, the same as Errol Spence. And she has called out Keith Thurman, who's a male boxer. He's older though, but he's won belts before. She's called him out and says that she can outbox him.
Wow.
And he's accepted. But he said he only gonna throw a jab. How you feel about that?
Is this regular boxing or UFC?
Boxing.
Straight up.
Yeah, straight boxing.
With the gloves.
It's not regular boxing. It can't be regular boxing with it.
I mean, if he want to go for it and be the first man to be beat down by a woman, then
go ahead.
This is not a regular man out the street, though.
This is a professional fighter.
But if she's woman enough and got the balls enough to really step to a nigga or a man, like,
hey guys,
she must really got no hands.
Hey guys, we might have to protect our ladies out here a little bit more, guys. We might have to.
I mean, in terms of like on some,
we might have to bring
it's like a thin line between boxing and domestic violence. So even his jab could definitely knock her out. Yeah. So it's two sides to the coin.
I don't care how good that young lady is. I mean, and by all means, she is all world. It's just a difference of strength. It's a difference of whoever your creator is, like whoever you give credence to, energy, God, Muhammad, whatever you do, whoever put man and woman on earth, he made a difference in just the basic of just power.
Yeah,
that's true.
Like literally, it's the reason why. I mean,
but
women can do anything.
Can I also say that there may or may not be more testosterone in a woman versus somebody
Fill
else
it to the
as
brim.
far as a man?
Fill it to the brim wouldn't matter.
Yeah. Okay.
It just is. It's not.
But what if she beat him up? Then what?
Shout out to her.
Yeah, fact.
He must have had an off day.
He had an off day.
Nah, for real.
He had
That
an off
would
day.
be a
That's
crazy off.
Circle all the way back around.
I think that would set a terrible precedence.
Nah, for sure. Hey, shout out to mental health for men though, for real.
That's a crazy shout.
I feel like if he lost that fight, he'll go to a place he might not ever come back.
He went to a dark place.
For real. He ain't gonna never come back.
Shout out to mental health. Who you, Charlamagne? What we doing?
For real though. Hey,
oh
man.
my God. Hey, my fault. Well, I should not laugh at mental health.
For real though.
Shout
he
out
said
to
it in
mental
a
health.
comedic way.
That's
mean,
wild.
I'm being for real.
But of course, mental health is serious. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Shout out to Adam 22 right now.
See, now you being
his
funny.
mental health may
And we gonna shout out the people that need
but he also
to be
might just
checked
be
on.
like,
Has anybody checked on Adam lately? He need checked.
Nah, I ain't worried about him.
Join the club.
He did that to himself.
Hey man,
I ain't worried about him.
Hey, better help if you want the sponsorship. Hit us up, man. We got sponsorship space right now. Let's go.
Yeah, all right. So Heather, I got another one for you, right? Mm-hmm. So it was a tweet that went viral. A female tweeted it, and she said, "Any woman that have sexual interactions with her girlfriends aren't real friends. Laugh my ass off. If y'all go to kissing when y'all drunk, parentheses, yuck. Y'all ain't no damn real friends. Y'all lovers."
Not parentheses, yuck. Why I gotta be yuck?
What you think about that?
I ain't really got no comment on it.
Oh man,
I feel that.
All
I feel like just do you.
Yeah, live your life out there. But y'all not low on them girls trips.
I will. Look, let me jump in on that.
I'm looking at it a little bit.
So
nobody's having
girls,
fun on the girls trip. There's some fun being had. I know fun, and I know when it's being had.
Let me just say this: do you and or believe that your girl or your wife or your woman does have sisters that she does not want to have sex with?
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely.
But
so I don't want y'all to ever think like girls trips in general or any girls trip would be, girls having fun.
No, I think
more than just girls having fun.
But you can't disagree that is more common than most people think.
Again, do you?
Yep.
If that's what you want to do.
I just feel like that if a girl is in a relationship going on a bunch of girls trips, she doesn't really like her man that much.
What's a bunch? Like more than twice a year? Yeah, I think twice a year. I think once or twice a year is fine.
No, when you really get locked in with somebody, it's just generally not that much time to go on girls trips like that.
I
and not to
agree.
mention, I can't see because if you with one of them ones, there's no way that you would rather go on a trip with your girl than go on a trip with your man where it's like, bro, everything paid for, we good, we're going to have a great time, you're going to get, I think a lot of them girls.
But let me also say, it depends on the person in a relationship. Some people might be like adventurous ass, traveling ass people. Like I know some people who travel 8 times more than I do. Relationship or no relationship. So it's like, it depends on who you marry or who you with. But if you know your girl or your man isn't like an adventurous, always got to be somewhere type of person, and then they just randomly start doing that, then I feel like it might be questionable.
Yeah, I mean, that's it goes back to me always saying you should find somebody that's equally yoked for you.
Facts.
Because, I mean, if y'all not lining up with that, I think if you're an adventurous person, you should marry an adventurous person. Y'all motherfuckers should go on adventures together. Because it's like, adventures get tricky out here. I mean, I even look at young ladies traveling. How many girls are going overseas, getting locked up, going by themselves in terms of going over there, not knowing what the actual rules are, the custom are. Like, I mean, I just feel like it's a little bit better if young ladies can go on trips with a little bit of coverage, a little bit of protection, a little bit of, like having a man which you can genuinely help out in terms of it being a safer trip, just a little bit.
I mean, I don't disrespect your opinion, but also you got to give credit to the fact that we can handle our own selves too. You know what I'm saying?
Cool. Big sounds.
I hear all that. Positive.
Here we go, Tony.
But I'm not mad at you wanting to be a man and protect.
But we also know what's going on out here. Okay. We know y'all females be doing that scissor thing. You know what I mean? When you leave the club. You know what I mean? We know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? That been going on since high school, man. Them sleepovers in high school, y'all know what y'all was doing to each other. Don't even try that. Don't even try that.
Oh, man.
But it is what it is, though. Live your life.
Live your life.
Live your life.
Be yourself.
I mean? Be yourself.
Be careful
All
out there,
above,
man. That's my only point, man. Y'all be safe. Y'all be safe out there, man. So it's a wild world, man.
So look, I got another question for y'all to think about, right?
Okay. On fire. He's on fire.
So I was just randomly thinking the other day, right? And like I was recollecting in my mind about like the white people who I have in my life who I know. And I was like, man,
the white people.
Do white people vacation to Africa?
Absolutely.
Yeah, they sure
it's
do.
white people in Africa.
Okay,
I tried to tell him that earlier.
I tried to tell him that earlier.
He ain't want to listen.
Outside of the ones that live there, though, like really,
they're the main ones.
One of the most beautiful countries in the world, of course. And I mean, continents.
Better say Africa's not a country.
I'm sorry, I had to correct myself. It's one of the most beautiful continents, and it's hundreds of countries. So like, you know,
so
tap in.
The reason I asked is because I've come in encounter with a lot of white people, and they've been in conversations speaking on vacations. You know, they love the vacation. I've never heard none of them say they're going to Africa.
Are you talking to the broke white people?
I'm not putting them in no category.
No, I'm saying like
it costs to go to Africa.
Yeah, like it's the ones in the upper echelon, like the main ones that's going on the safaris. They go on a safari to shoot the animals. That's like the sport to them. Like they go over there and they pay the big money to go on the game reserves where they got the animals all in one little area, and they go out there with their big guns and lay them down. Like that's. But you talking about maybe the top 10%, 5% of people that can actually, 1% of people that can actually afford to make that type of move happen. Like it's not your regular person that's even going to Africa. Genuinely, if you really think about it, man, social media got us messed up in the head. Like most people don't have the funding to really travel like that. Like it's not that many people that can move around like that. Most people are born somewhere, raised somewhere, stay somewhere, don't really get outside of their area like that.
A lot of people don't leave off the U.S. soil, period.
Nah, but that top 1%, that's really who's going to Africa. We not going. We're not going back to Africa.
Yeah, that's true.
Akon been trying to ask us to get back over there. Akon built a whole city.
A lot of black people ain't been back to Africa neither, because I ain't been.
Yeah. Nah,
man. So, hey.
You ain't been yet.
Yet. You right. Yeah.
We might have to pull up. It is beautiful.
I got to find out what country I'm from first.
South Africa, like,
Yeah.
Nigeria, they say Lagos is like Houston, Atlanta, and Vegas all in one.
Really? Oh, speaking of Africa, have y'all heard African Go-Go? Oh, bruh. I'm telling you, 6 months, African Go-Go gonna be over here going crazy, bro. It's a
Go-Go is already over here.
Nah, it's my fault. My
Be
fault.
like, hold on.
My fault.
Calm down.
Anonymous
I'm
said,
sorry.
hold up,
My apologies to my DC Merlin family. I apologize.
Go-Go been here for a nice little man.
But it's
He struck a nerve.
but I don't know. They call it go-go. Like they call it go-go too. So I don't know. It's bruh, but it's hard. They use a different. I don't know what the 808 drum that they're using in it, but it hits a different part of that speaker. 6 months is going crazy. Next podcast, I'm gonna play some.
Bet.
Double R. We're gonna drop some African go-go next podcast.
Know that. So
And they got the dances going crazy too.
Heather, right? So you got the new hit single, Toxic.
Okay.
Toxic.
You know what I mean? Big news this week. How you feel about what's going on with Lil Meech and Summer Walker?
We already talked about that, I think.
We did?
Yeah. Come on. Get on script. Get on script. Come on.
Lord.
I was like,
He said that bitch up. I thought I was tripping.
You hear me?
You know what it is,
You
though.
done went on 2 fast breaks. And now you
Lost
turned
that
over.
one.
You hear me?
Airball.
Now you turned
Airball,
over.
that
not
one.
the airball. That is
That's an
funny.
airball. Bro, he airballed a layup. He was by himself down there. We was like, oh.
Lord,
Got hung on the rim.
I was waiting too. I was like,
I was
okay,
too.
what we getting into?
I was like, he got a whole topic. I didn't even know we got more topics. I thought we was done with the pod. I said, oh, Tonio got surprise topics.
He
That's my
pulled
man.
it out his topic. I mean, he pulled out his
Man.
pocket.
Boy, that's my man right there.
Down bad on that one, man. Sheesh.
It's all right.
Lord,
Oh,
have
man.
mercy.
What's in the cup down here?
Oh, fact though.
Hey,
You know
look,
it
don't
is.
worry about that. You know what I'm saying?
You know it is, man.
Just know.
Man, ain't nothing else popping out here.
Look,
That's all that was going on.
For real though, so let me ask y'all this, right? So like, what we're doing, you in the music industry, Heather, right? I've been seeing recently a lot of people change once they get to a certain level of fame, right? How do you feel about that? I'm not gonna call out nobody specific, but
Tonio
do you
judged me
feel
because I want to
like,
join the Illuminati.
do you feel like once you reach a certain level of fame, a certain level of status, you have a certain amount of money that you have to change? Or do you feel like you can stay who you really are and not feed into the Hollywood scene? Because big news, Ice Cube, he's been exposing that like he stayed outside of the Hollywood scene now.
Yeah, I saw that talking. Yeah,
And that's why he's been like blackballed in the recent years, because he don't want to join that club.
You think there's a secret club in the entertainment business?
I ain't got no comment on that for real, for real. However, you asked me, do I feel like you got to change? Everybody got choices, and it depends on who you are and where you from, where you live. Living in North Carolina is different than living in Hollywood or, living in New York or whatever. So like bigger markets like that, especially Hollywood, for me living in the South, it keeps me grounded. It keeps me humble. I don't necessarily feel like I have to change, but if you were to ask a North Carolina to LA transplant how they feel, they might have a different answer.
Because they go out there to Hollywood.
For me, I visit those places, and not to say I've never moved there, but for me personally, and just my personal opinion, I don't feel like I would, feel like I have to change. Yeah.
Money maker who you really are.
And if you ground it spiritually too.
Yeah. So
that can have an effect on your perspective.
So say Interscope come to you with a $5 million contract, right?
More money, 10 mil.
10.
There you go.
So what?
But they say you have to do this, 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 and this. And 2 of those things, say it's 5 things that you have to do. 2 of them may not be who you really are. What you doing?
First of all, I think us as a community got to start to collectively understand that $10 million ain't really a lot of money.
There you go.
That's first of all. because it's the owners of these type of companies, the umbrellas above, who getting billions, and we are just, you know, most of our parents didn't ever touch $100,000 in their whole life. So it's like we allow things like $10 million to make us jeopardize our character. So on that note,
that's all I was trying to get you more.
I feel like no, I wouldn't.
Yeah, that is ownership.
I'm gonna stand on who I am and know what my purpose is, and that's to help move the culture, to help, you know, like just do my best for what my purpose is. That's it.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
I think it's a wrap for the gatekeepers out here a little bit. The internet has been a lot of the great equalizer, where we can really have more ownership in what we do. You know, at the same time, with the right situations, nothing wrong with partnerships too. But you know, I think the partnership comes in when we really understand that we need equity. We need equity in what we're doing and how we're moving around, because our culture is really what moves the needle in so much, you know, just across the board. I mean, our culture is damn near a value for the United States. Like it's something that they put in, you know, like in terms of like why the United States is valuable is what we provide in the entertainment business and the hip hop culture and just across the board. So, you know, we gotta keep some ownership in that, man. Keep that rolling.
That's real.
And find out that, hey, man, we can own it and we can get it rolling ourselves. You know
our true worth,
sure.
not just individually, but as a culture. Like if we was just to have a boycott or, you know, whatever they doing in Hollywood right now, as far as the striking.
Yeah, the writer's strike.
If we was to really do that, it would really show. So if you convert that to the money that we help everybody else make, we would truly, truly, truly understand our power.
Yeah,
but we on our way. I'm not gonna sit here like we don't really have an idea.
That music is the most devalued art form out here, though, and it's our art form. And they literally, like, it's across the board as a creative. If you look at it with streaming, it's the most devalued thing. That's, you know, like, that's nuts, man. But you know, we gotta move it better. How we gonna do?
We getting better. We getting better with time.
For sure.
This is like the new, like, Renaissance era.
Let's go. Run it up.
I mean, literally 100 years ago was the Harlem Renaissance, where millions, I wouldn't even say millions.
Come on,
somebody
now,
check
spit
me
that
on
knowledge.
that. But a lot of people moved, you know, from the South.
Yep.
Post-slavery. And, you know, everybody knows if you part of the culture, you know what time it is. But it literally, it's 100 years later. It's like a new era of Renaissance for our culture. So
we better get moving the same way, man. You already know. Live from the lab. What they gotta do, Tonio? Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff.
All that, man.
Rock with us. We everywhere.
Appreciate Heather Victoria for
Thank
coming.
y'all for having me.
Appreciate y'all in the
For
building.
sure,
Let's
man.
go. Let's
New
go.
hit single out.
Toxic.
Yes.
Check that
You know
out.
what I'm saying?
Go get
Toxic.
that. Is
Go
it,
get
it's,
that.
it's out, right?
it's out
All the
everywhere
streaming
right now,
platforms.
all the streaming platforms.
Wherever you listen to music, go get
Yes.
that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, peace.
Live from the lab. Let's go.
Live from the lab.
Hey.